When I was growing up, I was fortunate enough. My grandmother showed me how to play the piano, and I loved it so much. I come from a church family. I learned to play at a very young age, so I became interested in music, and music became a part of what I knew as a young boy growing up. And I loved it. And I think that music really helped develop me culturally. It helped develop me intellectually.
When I think about music in Liberia, I reflect when I was younger, and I remember music being prominent in games that we play.
I was thinking about Sweet Liberia, like 6 o'clock when the television about to start. Because TV used to start exactly 6 o'clock, and after the black and white thing, Sweet Liberia will come on the beach in Monrovia, and all of that. And that's what I think about.
And one of the songs I really liked was Sweet Liberia. Many of my youthful years were spent during the Civil War in Liberia, and those songs often came to remind me of the nation state that I was born in, the peaceful nation I saw and loved, and I've really had great respect and still do for songs like that.
When I was much younger, there were, in my opinion, some very brilliant Liberian artists like Country Roberts, who unfortunately got killed during the civil uprising in Liberia in 1990. And one of my favorite songs back then from the country was Coming Home. And in that song, he stated that he had traveled around the world, and there was no place like home. You know, he traveled around the world and had all these different experiences. But coming home, he trumped it all.
L.I.B. Are you ready? This is how we do it. Come on. Ooh, yeah. Hey.
I think that music down in Liberia, what people listen to and what people vibe to and jive to, is not Liberian music, so it's not authentic, it's not original.
I like to see music that's meaningful, that actually speaks to not necessarily the sufferings, but issues that are going on right now in the country.
We have a lack of quality music, and the production is poor.
We need people that are, besides just knowing music and playing music and liking music, we also need people that not so much classically trained, but are educated in music.
But when we're talking about music in Liberia, we're talking about Liberian music. I don't think it's promoted. I don't think it's known and supported.
I get that we got the hip-go and other stuff going on now, and Liberians are trying to do R&B and other stuff, but I would like to see us sing something with emotion, like any kind of music that would create a feeling of belonging, like when you hear it, that you feel you're a part of that music.
Whoa. You look so beautiful wearing.
Some words they can't be spoken of.
I learned music alphabet, the relation between the white keys and black keys. So keyboard division.
We are asking those of to help us with some material, music materials to help us go forward.
Me and how I grew up, that's how come I'm doing what I'm doing right now. I'm not into business, politics, or whatever. I'm in the entertainment business because of how I grew up, because of all of what my parents could afford to give me.
We believe that educate somebody, you empower them to do something in the future. And whether it's music or public speaking or just schoolwork, once we find a way to educate people, we find a way to empower them.
So we as Liberians should be excited about Liberia and Liberian music and Liberian artists. And that's the reason we should support Liberian music and do our utmost to make sure that we have trained musicians and people who are exposed and can get Liberian music out of the gutter.
I'm hoping that with the Film Academy, we will open music to kids who are using banana or something to make flute out of, so they can afford real flute and learn the basics of music instead of just making things up in their heads.
I believe that with access to these musical instruments, these kids can have a way to express themselves. They can have a place to go where they can enjoy and have fun and maybe bang on the piano, but in the process, they could also gain interest. We could have the next Bach. We could have the next Puff Daddy. We could have the next Jay-Z or Beyonce. They're right there in Liberia. The talent is there. We need to create an environment where that talent can be cultivated. We've seen many stories of a young kid, 15, 16, 10 years old, pick up the piano, pick up the guitar, and they play their way into success. We need these stories in Liberia. We can have these stories. Film Academy, it's not to change the world. However, the Film Academy is to be that spark that can shine in every young Liberian through music, and they can express themselves, and they can learn, and they can go on to be better for it.